special welcome for Ogunye 1955. And next to him is General Togun. Kunle Togun, 1955. Next to him, Major General Inuigbe, 1955. And they came with their young girls. Next, please vacate the next table. We told you that senior people were coming. So just go away if you are in the next row. Pokuola, 1955. No, we are still calling 55. Eh? Ifederu, 1955. Ifederu, 1955. You are most welcome. Have I missed anybody of our distinguished Asian old boys? Is there anybody I have not mentioned his name? Yes? Balogun, 1958. 58. Let me warn all those 65. They may not be able to sit on the second row. So I better prepare their minds that they will have to move. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. We commenced the AGM about 10 minutes ago, and we're going through the principal's report. And I just mentioned that since the old boys took over, we've started to have very improved performance in exams. That one of our students this year scored 328 in JAM. And going forward, we hope that when the students we admitted, when the third year of the students we admitted, that will be the regular score. You are aware we have entrance examination. Then we have the school governing board that is headed by Engineer Femi Babalola Jogo. He's been a very active member of the OBA of the 1975 set. And he is supported by representatives of the teachers and representatives of the parents. So we have a balance in the school governing board. The donations received are enumerated. And if you go to page 14, those are the laurels we received last year. I will only take two. The college emerged overall best at the annual Inter-House School Essay Composition organized by Karim Adeyemi Foundation. The college representative, Ishuola Timothy, was awarded a sum of 250,000 and a plaque. The college also emerged first position at the secondary school march past to commemorate 2025 Children Day celebration. This secretary is disaster. Now, we are getting back. Between 1970 and 1980, Government College won the march past in the stadium every year. So we're trying to get back our ethos. Major events that took place: the 84th Inter-House Sports Competition of the school, 19th February 2025. Gcioba Falade Inter-House Cricket Competition was held between 2nd July and 25th July. Gcioba Falade was a teacher in this school. No, he was teacher first, and then came back as principal twice. 3 or 4 of his sons. 4 of his sons came to government college, and they are both all exceptional in their careers. One is the MD of Shell in Brunei. One is the MD of the fastest growing oil company, Aradel, and they continue to contribute to GCI. And Leye is the secretary of the BOT of the school. Thank you. Oh yeah. Principal, finish. Finish your report.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. President, sir. We listed the school names here. The wish list of the school has been submitted to the asset committee. I'd like to inform this August gathering that there's need for us, for the school, to introduce commerce and financial accounting as subject to be taught in the school. The WAEC just introduced some subjects. I will now discover that economics as a subject is no longer available for students in the science. Economics is not available in the area of art. And if we are going, if the school is going to produce accountants, economists, and what have you in the future, there's needs for the school, for the college to introduce financial accounting. And so I've already discussed with Professor Yamake to urgently recruit teachers for us in that area so that we can start that. And that will require that the Ministry of Education will come later for accreditation of those subjects, and WAEC and NECO will also come. I want to, like the President has already said, I want to thank this August gathering, that this will be my last, the last time I will be attending the annual reunion with you, because I will be retiring by the mercy of God on next month, 17th of November. And I want to sincerely thank the President, members of the executive, and the entire Old Boys for the support and cooperation that I enjoyed from you since 2 years ago that I assumed the headship of this school. I want to thank you. I want to pray that the Lord of heaven will continue to be with you. Thank you, and God bless you.
So, thank you for the principal's report. And we move to the next item on the agenda, which is the GCI Museum report. We're going to have a brief report about our museum. We have created a museum which was donated by the 1970 set. It's a beautiful hall by the Lekon Are Hall, built, air-conditioned by the 1970 set, where we keep artifacts, and we also keep a lot online. So is Majason here, 1968, to talk briefly about the museum? Thank you. Majason, 1968.
Mr. President, should I continue?
What did you say? So, yeah, but you can easily trace it now. You want people to donate now. If you don't have DOT account, the thing is a body that just gives money. Can you attack the link? Hey, Momo, you raise the wall. I mean, the way people raise money, you must challenge them. There is a DOT account, and full account.
Yeah. Mr. President.
Yeah.
Do I have the floor?
Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Thank you. Members, if you turn to 19, you'll find the report of GCI Museum there. I'd like to thank members of the management committee for what we have done so far. I just want to highlight the challenges which we have. We have funding constraints because there's so many things we need to do. We're trying to resuscitate one of these log cabins or wooden cabins as a museum piece, which we can now be using to exhibit things and all these other things. And it involves a lot of fun. We're also trying to, upgrade the website so that, I mean, it's easily accessible and people will be able to access what is going on in GCI, even though you are not around. No matter where you are in the world, you'll be able to receive reports. We'll be able to highlight what is going on. So, in short, our major constraint is funding to be able to deliver on some of the future, some of the projects we have for the museum. I think in a nutshell, that is what I want to highlight. But the report is there for you to see. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Teachers Support Fund. Is there anybody from the Teachers Support Fund here today? Okay. The Teachers Support Fund, what we did was to realize that, one, when we take over the school, no, before we took over the school, we were supporting the government with OBA teachers. What does this mean? The OBA employs teachers and pays them. And when we started managing the school, we noticed two things. One, government teachers are civil servants who can be posted at any time. So invariably, you'll have a teacher who is so good in mathematics or English, and after 3 years, is posted to another school or promoted. So we saw the need to have OBA teachers. But that need has now changed to desperation. Because this year, consistently with the government granting us the management of the school, government withdrew 23 teachers and gave us 3. But your old brother association was very foresighted. We have about 38 teachers being paid for by the old boys. We need to grow it to 60, anticipating that before the end of the year, the government may decide to withdraw all its teachers. In this note, I want to let you know, and I'll announce it later, the government has granted us permission to appoint our own principal, to appoint our own treasurer, to run the administration. Please remind me to celebrate Seyi Makinde before the end of this meeting. Governor of Oyo State, FNSC. We didn't take over GCI like lay people. We appointed PricewaterhouseCoopers to do a blueprint for us for taking us from the moribund school we were to the best school in Nigeria in 5 years. By their report, they made it clear to us that paying teachers government salary of 148,000 will not fly. We've always paid slightly more than government. Even now, we pay slightly more than government. But we're aspiring to comply with the report, which says that we must commence teachers' salary at 255,000 naira a month. I must, on this note, commend the two major donors to the teachers' support. The US branch, USA chapter, under the indefatigable Demure, who is here, stand up. (1973) Greer House. They are trying to beat me up here. I just mentioned the boys' house, and some people are trying to beat me up. And the next donor is my humble self. I've paid for 10 teachers consistently. Babalaki, since I became the president, is open to everybody. So you can come and check it. We don't spend a kobo of old boys student money on administration. We bear it. So there is no kobo of old boys union spent on anything apart from the specific projects it is for. So we have to boost our teachers to 60 immediately, 60 quality teachers. And may I announce that Oladoku may be the last government principal of government college. Okay, so I think I'm through. Is there anything I've missed about the teachers? Is there anybody giving us 5 teachers? 5. No group giving us 5. Which is the class that has done best? Consistently or not erratically?
1979, 1 consistent.
1979, 1 consistent. What about 1974? They're always telling me that they're doing very well. 1974, Tayo Babalaki, they say you are not consistent. They say you are not. Now this is man who has the money now. Consistent means you pay on time, and this time you pay 6 months ahead for the teachers. Okay? Well, Tayo Babalaki, 1970.
Well, it's an oversight because the report I had is that we have been consistently paying. So, but we'll make sure we do it consistently. So, just advise us what we need to pay immediately, please.
Okay, we will advise you. Meanwhile, please, at the end of every quarter, we should release the statement of the teacher support funds to the chairman of the various branches so that they know what they are doing. Okay. Now, donations and adoption of prizes. 27. Well, you see from page 27 to 34, a lot of prizes donated by the old boys, ranging from ancients to young old boys to everything. You'll see them there. You'll see them there, okay? So you can join the list. The only thing is that we are tired of 10,000, 35,000. Inflation has killed that money. So please donate generously. Yes. And please, we want to recognize the leadership of the various branches. Lagos leadership. Okay, Akishola, you are here. Ibadan. Adiremi is here now. Who's there? Oyamaki is here. Thank you. Abuja, the chairman Oguto Ibo is here. USA, the chairman Demura is here. Canada, Dina Knight is here all the way from Canada. Abeokuta. Okay, yes, my tio. And the engineer Delugo. Ijebu Ode and Remo. Who is here? Okay. Color Nebusru is trying to save your face. Oshogbo. Adeniola, okay. Europe branch. Who is here from Europe? Fayemi. He's late, eh? He's not dead, though. It's late, okay. Eh? Okay. And then we have a new branch in New Zealand, and we hope we'll be at the reunion soon. Eh? The secretary is here. Oh, the secretary for New Zealand is here. Please sound up. Eh? Ope Oyelade. Where is he? He's a late comer. Okay. I'd like to specially welcome the 1964 set as they arrive. 1964 has been a notable donor to GCI OBA. They refurbished this principal's residence to a level that Sheyi Makinde mentioned that when he retires, he would like to come and live there as principal of government college. So we thank them for what they've done, and they've always attended GCI functions in very large numbers. I think they are a boss full today. 64, you are most welcome. I will now take the President's report. Akure branch. Sorry. So we just want more donations from that branch. Okay.
Old boys, there's a lost and found phone. If it's your phone, the charge, I can't see the type of phone it is, but the charge for recovery goes to the Education Foundation. It's only 100,000 naira for recovery.
No, what's that? Okay. The Chairman, Board of Trustees, Government College Ibadan, Banwo Smith, 1959, I believe is coming or is on the air listening to us. The Board of Trustees members here present, Kolade Musuro, 1964, Jola Osho, 1964. I believe that Ajaid, Jide Bademosi, 1953, is on air. Olutunde Oni, 1954, I'm 52. I'm sure it's following up from 54. It's following up from Germany. Olutoye, 1945, is also following up from his palace in Iduani. These men have been very active. We had a very long meeting a week ago where I reported the phenomenal developments in our school to them and cleared some very thorny issue. Let me start by congratulating GCI Old Boys. But before I start these congratulations, I beg you to give a standing ovation to Seyi Makinde, Governor of Oyo State, FNSC. When we approached him that we wanted to take over government college to develop, manage, and operate government college, he found it very strange that old boys want to take responsibility that is not theirs. And he said to me, why? In further discussions, I said, sir, you have 682 schools in Oyo State. Your IGR then, if you spend your entire IGR on those schools, you can only give them about 3 million a month. And this school requires about 30 to 50 million a month. So if there's anybody willing to take the burden off you, please allow the person. Being an engineer with an analytical mind, he got back to me, he said, yes, but on one condition. I will give you a 2-year trial period, and I will watch what you are able to do. If you demonstrate capacity in 2 years, I will grant you a concession of the school. I want on to this day thank all those who participated in this negotiation, especially from the government side. There was a Oluwole Adeosun. She was the secretary of the government. She was the chairman of the committee to oversee the negotiation of the agreement. She was so professional and so brilliant. And I thought that this was not natural. So on the day we were signing, she tapped me. He said, my father was GCI 1963. Her father was Salami 1963 Field House. At some stage, I will beg, she's no longer secretary to the government, but I'll beg for an award to be given to her. Because with that, our private sector insistent, the government officials said, no, no, no. These people want to take the school, then go and sell the land. When they sell the land, become rich, and run away. That was the mindset of those who were negotiating with. And I just wonder, I'm grateful to her. But more importantly, it has been a journey, a tortuous journey. You all drove in now and saw a new place. This is a result of great contributions from the class sex, from old boys, from the branches, and from so many people. I'm not a mathematician though, but I can tell you that the GCI socials is 95%. Everybody is proud of GCI. But the GCI economics is less than 10%. Apart from the various class and whatever you see, the major donations have come from less than 7 people. Less than 7 people. Namely, the refurbishment of car and power houses from a moribund, disused house to a modern house that you now have was done by Rashid Sarumi, 1978. And Yemi Idowu, 1978. Of course, Greer House was built by a Greer son, Bolanle Olawale Babalaki. Then, the dining room was done by Demola Odutola, 1970 set. The kitchen and buttery, 1984 set. The health center, which has proved very, very useful, and we're told we have a very competent nurse now. Now we are affiliated with the medical center because to keep these students in boarding house, we must have exceptional medical care. This was done by the 1968 set. The school principal's residence, which I continue to commend, was done by the 1964 set, and they are here. Well done. The thing is going to be commissioned today. A 21-bedroom suite, luxury, was built by the 1975 set. Our sports area has gone to the next level. We have 2 Olympic standard lawn tennis courts. One was built by 1972. The other one has been built by 1982. We're going to commission another one now, 82 set, with a practice area, 1982 set. What are the other major projects that I've omitted? Oh, we now have a command and control center. What does this mean? There is a room just behind here where from that room the security people can view the whole school to give maximum security to the school. 1985 set. Internet service across the whole school is almost completed by the North American branch. Don't let me miss it all. Mark for me wrong information. You drove on a complete asphalted road into Government College That is by Bolanle Olawale Babalaki, 1971 set. The 1974 set has given us an architectural, a technical drawing room, and they are going to make it high-tech with all the facilities of technical drawing so that we graduate the best technical drawing students. The 1973 set refurbished our library, 73 January, from something that was meant for cockroaches and rats to a modern library, and it's there now, functioning. The 1974 set, I've mentioned them. 1975 set, I've mentioned them. I missed my own set, 1971. They provided street lights, solar lights for the whole school at our anniversary. And Sheye Fadansi is here from 1971, an aristocrat of Government College. His father was 1936, he is 1971. I've challenged him that 1971 must not fall my hand. They must come and do something greater in Government College. What is Aso Rock? A set of classrooms, 8 classrooms, modern classrooms, 1990. You see, those who came after 1970, those who came in after 1979, when I hear their names, I'm so excited because they didn't enjoy the privileges we enjoyed, yet they are more committed than us. During the last AGM, I mentioned casually that we needed a lawnmower and we needed a proper tractor. Our tractor was bought in the 60s and repair was taking too much money. I just mentioned it casually. The next thing, I got a phone call. What's the guy's name? Who's the guy? Who gave us the tractor? Is a professor? A Professor Olagbuju, 1983, just sent us a brand new tractor, and he even built a place to park it. That tractor is what has kept this place clean. As you drove in, you saw the main field, green. It hasn't happened in 30 years. This is also courtesy of 1973 September. No, 1973 did the main field now. 73 September, main field. Furthermore, again, we needed an ambulance, and I just whispered, and the next thing, the boys of 83 donated a very well-furnished ambulance to the school, led by Leye Falade, 1983. This year, we will commission a hockey pitch built to world standards. AstroTurf, we went 3 meters of concrete, everything, perforated concrete, all the work, international standard. We'll commission it this afternoon, donated by the Babalaki family in memory of their late junior brother. It will be commissioned today. So, gentlemen, please, we have a wish list, but they're very urgent ones. Now that we're a full boarding house, we need 3 buses. 3 buses. And I'm sure by the time I get to the AGM, it will be available. Now, the school funding. When you get to the financials, I think I should talk when we get to the financials. We have created a we have created a foundation to sustain the school on an enduring basis. This foundation, individually, we donated as a class. 164 people have donated individually, and a few classes have donated. We have to build this up substantially. We have a dining room. We have given the students from last week a first-class menu. The school fees they pay cannot pay for a third of what they eat. But if they don't eat well, they can't play cricket, they can't play hockey, they can't play all these games. And this is what we want to do here. So, we need to sustain it. Furthermore, we have so many things we need to do with money. Let me assure you that whatever money you give, I give an assurance that you can ask for an account to the last letter, because no kobo of yours will be spent on anything that is not for the purpose. In rounding up my president's speech and thanking everybody, I want to announce today that the government of Oyo State has signed the concession agreement of Government College, giving it to us for the next 40 years. A standing ovation for Seyi Makinde. They are now the managers, the developers, the operators of the school by agreement, not by word of mouth. He has signed the agreement. I will show a copy to a few people because I don't want them to start sending it on email to others. Because every school will now be sending the email to governor. That is what you signed with Government College. It was very, very well negotiated, drafted, prepared, and signed. You will see that yesterday, I was going to all the dinners with the Attorney General of Oyo State. It was to say thank you to him. Because at the end of the day, if he decided that Oga don't sign, all my grammar will have ended. So, old boys, I promised you that I will deliver Government College to you. I have done. So you now deliver your promises. It will come up during the reunion, but I've been told that the old boys have decided that everybody must score a standard point. And I think standard point is either 100,000 or 50,000. I don't know what the old boys said. But everybody must score a standard point in the foundation. Bronze is 500,000. Gold, no, silver is 2 million. Gold is 10 million and above for the foundation. Okay. We have an issue that came up before our last next meeting. Some old boys sought permission from the government to build a chapel in Government College. But they ought to have sought concurrent approval of the Board of Trustees. We haven't seen that approval. But our chairman of Asset Committee, Dapo Shonola, wrote to them that, look, we are wary of turning this place to a religious center. So the chapel must not seat more than 400 people. And at the end of the day, the chapel being built is a cathedral. So we mentioned to the BOT, the owners of the school, and said, one, stop the development. Two, let those people spending that amount of money come and show what they have spent on the school. Three, let them bring their design to show that it will never exceed 400. 4, maintain the secular status of government college. Don't turn this place into a religious battleground. Religion will be limited to Christians 11 to 12 on Sundays, Muslims 1 to 2 on Fridays. That is when they can use those places. And no external preacher. The preacher must either be a student or a teacher. We're not going to allow anybody to come and turn this place into a religious background. That is the decision of the BOT. On that note, I want to thank you for all the support you have given this expo. I want to thank my board, my own board, especially starting with Colademus Road 1964, Car House, followed by Obembe 1978, Car House, followed by Ogutoyimbo 1970, Field House, no, it's not in our own view. Sarumi 1978, one of our major donors. Which house? Powell House. Professor Ekonla 1980, where? He has no house. And Leye Falade, our indefatigable secretary, 1983, which house? Field House. I want to thank them for the continuous meetings, day and night, odd hours, every time meeting that has yielded this. I will say more when we come to financials. But old boys, I welcome you to a new GCI that is concessioned and owned by the GCI OBA. Probably, definitely the first school in Western area to be so considered, and the envy of every school. I've been invited by every school to come and speak. I was in Ugeli to chair the annual reunion 2 weeks ago. I've gone to Queen's School so many times, and they extract a lot of money from me, saying that I should pay reparations for what GCI boy did. So I'm asking for a refund from all GCI boys. I can't continue to be donating to Queen's School. All the other people who participated on that Lovers Lane should go and pay money to the foundation. And very soon, the governor has said if we are willing to pay compensation for those who have built on the Lovers Lane, they will give it back to us. So thank you, and thank you very much. Financial report. Financial report is between page 45 and 51.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. My role here is to talk about everybody's favorite subject, which is money, or for most of us. Yeah, my role this morning is just to talk about our favorite subject, which is money, and I'll do it in two parts. One is to present the accounts of the Government College Old Boys Association, and then talk about the board of trustees that is entrusted with running the school, also share its accounts, and then use that as a lead into supporting what the president has said about the need for money. So if we go to page 48, just comparing this year and last year. Last year, total income is about half of the total income for this year. So generally, branch and classes are, and what the Old Boys Association does is three things. One is run the office, the admin. Two is pay for some teachers. And three is the annual reunion. And so my summary here largely is that the finances are better this year than last year, which is that branch and class dues, many more classes are contributing than they did last year. Teachers support, many more, those salaries increased, many more classes are contributing towards our classes, branches, but we are still largely dependent on the president for 10 teachers and North America for 20 teachers. And that is not sustainable because with the 40-year concession, one of the things that we anticipate is that the government will stop providing teachers. And so this is a call. Yes, we are better than last year, but this is a call for us to start to prepare our minds that we may need to start paying for all the teachers for ourselves. And so this will be through the teacher support program. So that's my key communication on that. And also to give you confidence, as the president has said, that every kobo that is spent will be accounted for. One of the things that we've started doing is providing accounts on a quarterly basis just to ensure that there's transparency. No kobo of our funds gets missing. So, on the one-pager that was distributed, this is the cost of running the school. Two primary activities go on here. One is running the hostels, and two is running academics and the school area. So if you look at that number, it shows, even though it shows that 538 million was what was contributed last year, you would see that line 1 is a donation that was towards the construction of Greer House, about 600 million. So if we back that out, the school also spent more money this year than last year. And the donations from this year came entirely from from 7 people. Of that 84.5 million, 66 million came from one old boy. About 6 million came from Falade, BOT member. 4.3 million was from Oguntoyinbo 1970. Babalola, 3.1 million. North America, about 3.2 million of that. Shonola 1970, about 1 million. That is, and so it is not sustainable where the school is being run just by a few individuals. And so the model is what we've talked about. The information is contained here, really, that let us all put money into the endowment. It's not a sustainable model where we have a few people just running the school. And this does not include projects or the cost of projects. It's just running the boarding house and running the school. Yes, some would say that the boarders pay for boarding fees. It is still subsidized, heavily subsidized. So the final point really is that I'm using this to set the stage for we all have to be joiners in running the GCI of the school of our pride, the GCI of our dreams. And so what we've also done today is transparently share everybody that has ever contributed money to the foundation. As at 2 weeks ago, or as at today largely, apart from 2 or 3 classes where we have a laundry list of people who have contributed between 5 and 10,000 naira. The contributions really are from about 170 people. And 2 people have contributed greater than 33% of that. Once again, the president and Falowo, 85 million of about the 250 or 260 million that we have today. So this is an emotional call to us all to join in supporting the financing of the school of our dreams. And the methodology will be simple. Once the money goes into the foundation, once the money goes into the foundation, we will only be spending the investment income. The foundation, the principal will continue to grow. So only the investment income will go towards running the school. So hypothetical 1 billion naira number at today's interest rates for treasury bills, that's about 200 million. So where we see that 173 million has been spent today, GCI is still not where it should be. At 2 billion that the president has said, that's about a 600 million. That is where we get sustainable, and then the endowment continues to grow. So my work here really is simple. Share the numbers to give you confidence that the money is being well spent, is being accounted for, it is being audited. On page 51, you will see that it was audited, and there's the auditor stamp. And auditors don't take their work lightly. But really, it is that we all need to contribute, and we solicit your support for contributing to the running of GCI. Thank you.
I saw Banwo Smith trying to sit down at the last seat there. Please, Obembe, usher the chairman of our board of trustees to the front. Thank you. Is there a senior boy that can give him instructions? Is there a senior boy here that can give Banwo Smith instructions? Okay, please. Can one of the 55 people invite Ogunye forward?
Banwo, I'm pleased to invite you to the front row.
Please, whoever is arranging people, a lot of 59 people have arrived. Please find space for them. 59 is not a joke. Oh. Where are they? Miss Oshofison is here. I'm told Femi Oshofison, the Nigerian National Merit Award winner, is here. Please find a seat for him. There are 6 in front here, sir. Yes, sir. We've just taken the finances, which I like very seriously, that our funding is lopsided. As the Financial Secretary mentioned, last year, the BOT, which is the Board of Trustees of 7 members, spent about 640 million on the school. That is not sustainable. And in that BOT, maybe 3 or 4 members did it. This year, it's reduced. The BOT spent 167 million. Again, that is not sustainable. That was driven by very, very few people. And we must continue to run the school. That is why the foundation is very critical. In my speech, because I had no written down speech, I forgot to mention that we had an outstanding lecture delivered on Wednesday at the Institute of Advanced Nigeria International Affairs in Victoria Island. First, the quality of those who came was very remarkable. A lot of old boys. It was chaired by Olufa Lomo 1951. There were a lot of 1953s there. Then the speech was delivered, a masterpiece on how we can improve agriculture in this economy by no other than Benga Ogumoyela, 1971, head of Greer House, which year? Head of, it was 1965, was the head of Greer House in 1971. Ogumoyela, please stand up. You delivered a masterpiece. And so we're already searching for the next year lecturer who will beat you, because we have created a new standard about our annual lecture.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just only 5 million and above. So the everybody should aspire. In the foundation today, only the following people have donated 5 million and above. Number 1, Banwo Speed, 1959. Thank you, sir. Fallow 1973. How much? Which house? Field house. Banwo Smith is. But head of school is for all houses now. He has no house. So, Field house people are protesting. Banwo Smith has given us 5 million. Follower has given us 20 million. Shonubi has given us 10.1 million. Babalaki has given 65 million. So those are the 4 people that have given more than 5 million. I hope when I announce next year, we'll have so many people who have given over 5 million. And that only gives you bronze anyway. No, silver. No, gold is 10 million and above. It's 10 million and above, gold. So, thank you. So on the finances, we need your commitment. We need your commitment. Oh, I missed out Oguto Imbo Field House, 1970, 5.1 million. You see on this list, Field House 1. Is it not the... Swanston, where are you? Great. Powell, where are you? Carr, where are you? You see, we have built Carr and Swanston houses. We have to build Field and Carr, Greer, and Powell. We have to build Field and Swanston to that standard. To that standard, and we will do it. Well, if Field House boys and Swanston House boys don't donate the money to build something like Greer House or Carr House and Powell, we'll go outside the old boys, and the school will now become Swanston Wachuku or Swanston Uwabwezi, or whoever gives us the money to build. So you have Van was listed like he talk as head of school without microphone. But the person that brought the microphone, they should reduce his speed by half. Because I'm not going to use my energy. They said they can't hear me because I was not head of school. They said one thing out boys to stop the mic. Another major thing we're doing, we're building a cricket oval. Cricket oval. We have built a hockey pitch for international competitions. We're now building a cricket oval to be used for international cricket games, to develop the boys again to a stage where GCI boys dominated the national cricket team, headed by Captain Jide Bademosi. So we are trying to bring that era back. So you have to give this money, or else we'll find external donors. We have limited all our expenditure, our income to old boys, because we don't want any Ionian to come to be making suggestions here. But if Swanston and Phil fold our hand, I will just surrender, and I will bring Oluomo to come and be Swanston Oluomo House. So Swanston boys, please wake up and get it done. We are open to your questions. Open to questions about the finances.
Questions? Any questions, old boys? Huh?
Hello.
Okay. Yes. Falodun.
I am not asking a question.
Yes.
I just want to commend you for what you've done. I see, sadly, that your class set is leading. I want to pledge that by the next reunion, my class set will have exceeded 40 million naira in donations.
Oh, well done. That's 73 January. Falodun has made a
73
pledge
January.
that
But
by
they
the
should first
reunion,
repaint the
they
library.
will have exceeded 40 million. So, Falodun, do you want to make a pledge for 71? Oguto Imbo, do you want to play the pledge for 72? 70, 70. Who is 72 around? Big Boy Dowu, do you want to make a pledge for 72? Demure, do you want to make a pledge for 73? Okay.
I want to make a suggestion.
Yes.
I listened when you were talking about the new church building and the restriction of the preachers to teachers and I can't remember the other, and students. But even in our time, I want to suggest that you should allow ordained old boys to also preach from time to time. Because even in our time, that happened.
Idowu, we are facing the out the day students. Everybody that has come in from 1 now to 3 are all boarders. This year is a boarding house school. There is no room for day students. We are tolerating the last 3 sets left because we inherited them. It's a boarding house school. Oh, ordained old students. No, they are coming from outside. No. You see, the fear of the Board of Trustees is that we are going to turn this into a religious center, and we must avoid it. Please. And my personal belief, which I expressed, is that the most religious countries in the world are Afghanistan and Nigeria, and they are the 2 failed countries. So there is no correlation between religion and good behavior. That's my own position. Anyway, it wasn't my decision, it's Board of Trustees. You can't now, on this floor, change it. So, any other question? So there are no questions about the finances. American branch, Demure. I was very excited. Where is Demure? Please come up. I was very excited to attend the Chicago end of Endo. For 2 years, I've been promising Demure that I was coming, and I didn't turn up. But this time, I sent him a message that I was on my way. And until I landed, he was still of the view that, I will send an email that it was impossible. They gave us such a good time in Chicago. We started with a golf tournament. Then the next day, we had a competitive cricket match between the Otegbeye team and the Olokwade team. Sadly, for the 3rd year now, Olokwade has won again. But Otegbeye has promised me he's going to defeat him next year in Los Angeles. Then we had a dinner which was organized by Demure. And at the dinner, I challenged him that if they raised $50,000 at the dinner, I will give them $10,000. And they raised more than 50,000, and I give them 10,000. I'd like him to just tell us what they want to do for us.
Let me, some 3 corrections. The Endo is this year will be North America with USA and Canada. So, number 2, you missed out our boat cruise. Because you didn't come, it was exciting. Everybody enjoyed the boat cruise, and thank you for coming. We ended up raising $64,000 at that particular Endo. And we appreciate your coming, and we believe that your statement to my people are the one is part of what allowed us to raise that money. There are 2 of our old boys that have been chasing for 3 years to give us money. One gave us 5,000, Another one gave us 10,000. Both of them are going to Swastin House, but we just need them to give us money. So I'm appealing to you again. Los Angeles, we're waiting for you. Maybe we will raise to 70,000 to raise that year. And then we'll see. Thank you very much. I will also say this. You mentioned after my class set said 40 million. My class set is very rich. But we will, one way or the other, get to 10 million by the next AGM. For the foundation. Well, it's likely, well, it's not, I'm going to talk to my USA, but we're doing a lot from USA, you know. But I'm saying for Demure, yes, we get to 10 million before the next annual reunion. So the only statement I also wanted to make was I had a question about the 255,000. I believe that it's not just for everybody. It's going to be based on qualifications. We had a conversation and qualifications and the quality of the teachers. Not all of them will just be 255.
Thank you. Just a brief one. In Canada, we're part of the North America. We're quite a young branch. We're 2 years old. We sponsor 3 teachers. Right now, we're going to increase it to 4, and we'll add 1 extra support staff. So we support 5 in total. And we would do a contribution to the Educational Foundation of 10 million from Canada.
Thank you very much. I think we're getting the momentum. Demure is wearing 3 caps. In a personal capacity, he will give 10 million. He's part of the 1973 set that will give 40 million. 73 January. Yes. How much? How much, Falodu?
Since Taiwo has pledged 10.
No, he's pledged himself 10 million.
Yes, he's still a member of my set.
No.
My set.
Yes.
No.
It's going to be separate too.
No, it not be separate.
Yes.
The list shows Wale Babalaki and then he summed it all under 71.
No, that was an error.
It's not an error.
So January 73 will give the 40 million. Taiwo Demure will give the 10 million.
So just for clarification, the way the list, the way the list is organized is it shows individual contributions of the members of that class.
Yes.
Then it also shows the total that class had contributed before the summation.
Yes.
So we have individual contributions.
That's why we
have branch contributions and we have class set contributions.
Yes. That's where we're at 30-something million. And I said before the next reunion, that money would have gone up to 40. Yes. No.
Please. He just clarified it. The 10 million is Demure Taiwo,
yes.
73 as an individual.
Yes.
What the pledge you gave to us in this room is that by next AGM, 73 January is going to upscale to 40 million.
Then,
two separate
then
things.
that is not my intention. I looked at the list as it is published here. It shows...
What is your intention?
No, let me explain. That list shows Kayode Falowo 20 million. Addition will be 10 million. And then they summed everything up to about 31 million. And I'm saying that 31 million will go up to 40 million.
No. You don't deserve the microphone. Because Falowo has already given us money. Shonumi has given us money. We are looking for major donations from them. They cannot be under your... If you are going to come as 1973 set and give us the fresh 40 million, then you deserve the microphone.
Okay, forget what I said. I will join Taiwo Demure and give 10 million.
Well done. So there have been no questions on the finances.
I'm Olusheye Ogurinde, 1585, Fieldhouse Governor. 1965 set. We have been hearing of the big guns, and millions have been running. I'm also the acting Governor General for the governors in the 5 houses. As the Board of Governors, we are thinking that we want every old boy to be part of this school. And what do we mean? We are suggesting that every old boy, there should be a GCioba annual dues. And these annual dues should be a minimum of 10,000 per old boy. So that you know that every year you are coming here, you must have done what? You must have paid your 10,000. And by calculation, if you have just about 3,000 old boys, and you have 10,000 per person, that's the minimum. Demure and Co. can give us 10,000, 10 million, and others can give as much. But for every other old boy, especially the ancients, that they are now retired and they are being fed by their children, but they want to be a part of everything that is going on in government college, we are requesting that every old student should pay a minimum of 10,000. And I hope it is taken in this meeting. Pàtẹ́wọ́ fún mi ní.
Governor General, we cannot interfere with what you do with your house members. Your house members should donate money to the houses. This is of the school. Standard point is 2,000 naira. By next year, if I see you at a meeting and you're trying to shake me, I will check the list whether you scored standard point. If you not score standard point, I will avoid you. So everybody should score standard point, and everybody now, those who can do better should aspire. I know old boys that can give 200 million. They just need to be committed. I know them. I spoke to one. I just sent him the list. I said, I gave 53 million. How much? 55. I said, and you are giving what? He said, well, I'll wait till next week. I'll do something. I know them. So, and if you know them, give me their names. But that standard point, bronze, silver, and gold, will be in the next brochure and will be announced publicly. It's been a very, is there anything left? Yeah. Okay, yes. Yes, please go ahead, sir. Yes.
Young girls, old boys. First, I must apologize for being late. It's not in my habit. I will make an observation. I've been in this, meaning government college, all my life, should I say, or since 1959. And I know a little bit about us. So when I say what I'm saying, please take it in good faith. I know that there are givers amongst us. And part of the givers, or some of the givers, tend to spoil us. I'm not discouraging those who give. There are some with very big hearts. I won't mention names. But we shouldn't, because there are big donors, we should remember that collectively we can do much more. All I'm trying to say to the gentlemen, to the old boys is that, please, no matter how small, be part of the team. For 154 people to have donated towards the foundation, you will agree with me, it's not good enough. I will tell you what happened at one stage in Ibadan. The Ibadan branch was used to coming to meetings only to come and eat. And I made a comment, this was years ago, at one of the meetings that, look, if you don't pay the so-called 1,000 naira per meeting that you should pay, you shouldn't be allowed to eat. It was meant to ginger us up, but you won't believe it. A meeting that normally hosts 250 people, there were less than 100 the very next meeting. They took it in bad faith. Why should I come and pay? Somebody pays the bill. So take it kindly, I mean well. We've been giving this college for 45 years, I hope, 45 years, 40 years, and honestly, manna won't come from heaven. We've been clamoring, now we've got it. And we cannot rely on the one or two people who will give. They will give even what they don't have, they will give. Let's pull ourselves together, please. Let's join, no matter how much. Maybe very little, but it doesn't matter. And the good Lord will see us through. Again, I'm sorry for being late, but every blessing to all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. You see, when I see 1959, I'm intimidated because they entered this year before I was born. Last year, the 1960 class came in a large delegation. I think they must have been about 30. They came and spent the whole week. They were all in t-shirt and jeans. So during the lecture, during the lunch, I then doubled. They said, why? I said, that's the year I was born. They entered GCI, and they are still committed to GCI, came in large numbers, and donated money to us very substantially for the foundation. This year, I don't know what to do. Apart from double, should I stand on my table when I have 1955 set here? We want to welcome you again for coming in very large numbers to participate in GCI. The next thing is our wish list. We need to fence the school round. The first phase of fencing was done, I think, under Banwo Smith. Then we had a challenge with the Akpata area, which 1969 decided to do. And Fembalola and myself had to join hands to complete it. Now we want to raise the fence all round to 4 meters. One old boy should just pick that up and inform me during the luncheon. It's not a lot of money, but the students must be very safe. Secondly, North America, Blair House, street lights, we have so many solar things here. But it's time for us now to put a comprehensive solar system in the school that will take up all the challenge of lighting, so that every day and night those places are in good shape. I've mentioned the buses earlier. The wish list is here, but Nakwashonola is very conservative, putting very low numbers. Those low numbers will not do it. We have a 60 kVA generator, Lalekon Are House. We have expanded Lalekon Are House from a 600 seater to a 1,000 seater. That was done by me. So there's now a 1,000 seater there. Now we need a 100 kVA generator. Our old generator cannot power it. We've brought one there temporarily, but we need a 100 kVA generator permanently. Then you will find out in my speech, these students will not do well without IT. So how we're going to be able to give every student in the boarding house a laptop is our challenge. There is no point in their competing with Loyola, Jesuit, and all these schools who have laptops 24/7. And they are going to be learning to use a laptop a month to exams. They can't compete. So we want laptops for everybody who is a student here. And we have to create a scheme that once you mess it up, your parents replace it. Because we are not going to be a Father Christmas. I went to the dining room yesterday and discovered that all the plates and cups with our logo supplied by Igodaro 1961 had been destroyed by the students. So I told the teacher, we're going to get a new set with all their names inscribed, 2 each. Once you break it, your parents pay. Because we're not able to take care of the responsibility. So we have to find mechanisms for ensuring that our money is spent in a very cost-effective way. Because this is donor money. It is not government money. There is no awoof here. If you want to make money from executing work in government college, don't come. Because there is no awoof. We need all the money we can get. Our laboratories, we have to create a system of funding them properly so that they always have chemicals, they always have everything they require in a manner that is sustainable and not wasteful. So the general wish list is there. I hope that by the reunion, all will have been taken off by prominent old boys or old boys of classes that are keen on doing things for us. Thank you.
Mr. President, sir, with the younger generation, we want to also encourage the younger one before us and our seniors. On behalf of myself, I will do 5 million to Educational Foundation. One of my classmates also, Henry Owonka, will also do 5 million. And the class set will do 20 million. Thanks. 1985 set.
Well done. Well, that is 85. Oh, small boys. Oh, let the old boys be challenged. I was at the dinner of 1975 and 85 yesterday. And I was very thrilled by the 2 dinners. They were very well organized, and the old boys are keeping up the tradition. And I was so happy to see our principal, Ade Soji, at the 1975 event. He said he was going to come today. He's coming. Okay, he was at the dinner. We're very happy to see him. Every year, we have a graduation set. And so they fit us. 75 have done so well. They built us that 20 rooms. They're giving us dinner. But their representative on the board is called Femvala Jogger. He has praised that donation so much that I cannot praise it again. The only thing I can say is that 1975, give me another project. Next year is going to be 76, 86, and 96. 75, exceptional. 85, exceptional. So we're looking forward to a great next year. Jogo, are you here? Jogo. I don't know why the financial secretary wants to disgrace you. He said your set has only contributed 3 million to the foundation.
As if he knew my mind. 75 set is not a set that will be intimidated. Quietly, Mr. President, sir, quietly I sat here and my junior boys that didn't meet me in school came to me and he said that, my Tio, my set will announce 20 million now. I told him that I was not the only person in this hall. That 85 will announce 20 million now. I thought he was joking. And 85 set is not a set to joke with, if you know them very well. So, and I quickly made some consultations. And at the last count, we are at 20 million. But because we have to go over and above 1985, so 75 will be doing 21 million. We will not be intimidated by a set that did not meet us in school. So we will put that 1 million with the hope that we are creating a gap. So if they go above us, we'll go above them. So it's going to be a fight between 75 and 85. And they should know the time to stop.
Is that a threat? Or you are begging?
Mr. President, sir,
yeah?
I'm under your protection. Tell them to stop at the right time. Because we are also over 60. So we are already retiring small. Thank you very much.
Unfortunately, retirement has been disproved.
And now that I have the advantage of holding the microphone, I would also like to carry the whole house along that it is high time we passed a vote of confidence on the Board of Trustees, the executive members running our association in the last few years. It would be good if we can do that today. They have done so well. I know that an average GCI boy would not like to be praised. But at this point, it will not be out of place if we all agree with me that we raise a hand of confidence and we pass that vote. So passed. The chairman, Board of Trustees, the president, GCIOBA, we, your members, have today, the 18th day of October, 2025, passed votes of confidence on your ability and on what you are doing. We like you. You have turned our school around. Thank you so very much.
So we're at AOB now. AOB.
Thank you very much. I have a question, and I want to praise the principal for a job well done. I'm going to be looking at 2025 Annual General Compendium, and I want us to look at page 12. From the report that is here, it's suggesting that the result of 206 people was withheld on mathematics. And that is giving me concern for the good result that was posted. I would like if whoever will tell us what happened so that we can be rest assured that we still have well-behaved students. Thank you.
Sorry, let me quickly respond to his question. When the issue of the result came up at the NEC meeting, Dr. Musoro suggested that we should not release scratch card to the students. Are you getting me, man? So we head onto their scratch card, and we used the scratch card to check their result before we released to them when the result was released. So as at that time, mathematics was withheld, and we have already released their scratch card to them. So we could not retrieve that to check the result again until we have the result officially released by WAEC. But I want to tell you that the results have been finally released, but we could not have access to it until WAEC bring us the computer sheet. The results have been released and the student did very well.
Which other hand is up?
Fire me 76.
Is your hand up, sir? Yes.
The class of 54. Well, it's not doing well, though. Because the two KBCs, have just come in. His Royal Highness of Ojutalayo and His Royal Highness of Kade Lusa. We've contributed 2 million before. We shall raise it to 5 million naira. You know, we entered government college 70 years ago. 70 years ago. The youngest of us is 82. So you can see. But we shall not disappoint you. Before next year, that 5 million should have been obtained.
Thank you very much, sir. That is an exceptional donation from 1955. Thank you, sir. Yes, two more questions.
Yes.
Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, my apologies for arriving late. Jogo appears to have stolen a bit of my thunder because one of the things I wanted to say was I'm currently the chairman of Europe, and along with Demurem, we had issues with communication about 2 years ago. And I wanted to commend the administration for having successfully started a real communication with those of us in diaspora. So please give them a round of applause for that. But more substantially, I wanted to ask a question regarding the increase of salaries of the teachers. It's a commendable initiative, but I was wondering if there was a plan for how it was going to be introduced. Because obviously we all get donations from our members, and we have to prepare those members for what is a very large increase in whatever they were donating to maintain the teachers. I'm also happy to say that Europe has already increased the number of teachers from 3 to 5. Of course, you know, Europe is always behind America, even in our politics, so please don't judge us.
Okay, thank you very much that you are going to increase to 5 teachers. You see, what PwC has set is the bar. But in our concession agreement, even with the government, we said that we're only going to absorb competent teachers. And to analyze these teachers, we brought Professor Obania, who spent a whole day with them. Then we partnered some professors in University of Ibadan to come and assess all our teachers, which they've done. Then Professor Oyamaki, University of Ibadan, 1991, is the engine room of the teachers' employment. So we don't wait for gaps before we seek teachers. We have a backlog of teachers that we have already assessed and ready to come in. We just invite them. This is why when Oyo State didn't give us teachers, we just had an interview session again for those that we had pre-prepared. We will not pay 255,000 to an Agbero teacher. The teacher will have to be assessed by our principals, who are resuming any time from now. They are going through their final interview stage as I speak. So once this young man, last principal from Oyo State, who must have had a tough time with the old boys, because it's a very different terrain, from taking instructions from the director to a group of boys that just insist that you must move from grade 3 to grade 1. It's very tough. So we thank you for your patience. So Canada, North America, the teachers will be seriously screened. And Professor Yamaki and Professor Dikolu will provide their email numbers. If you have any issues or you want further clarification about them, they will give you. Thank you. I'm only going to take questions from the very senior old boys. I saw some hands in the 1955 set. Any other hand there? If you are junior to me and you have not spoken, let us go and have breakfast. Well, the chairman of the board has overruled me. He said Eguribe should talk.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good afternoon, old boys. Mr. President, we all appreciate the leadership of the team. Old boys, my name is James Kenneth Onyinkro Ngurube, 1979 Field House, and former National Secretary. Mr. President, we appreciate the leadership of the team, attracting all interventions for the improvement of the school. Humongous capital has been deployed in infrastructural development and the software of the school. These are very laudable achievements, and I join all other old boys in appreciating all these good achievements. Mr. President, sir, you will find that in order to continue to capture the vision, mission, and aspirations of old boys, their enthusiasm, their interest in making continuous contribution to GCI, their participatory attitude has been provoked sufficiently, such that we can say for certainty that we do have a participatory character in GCI, in participating to improve GCI. Mr. President, having said this, I believe it is appropriate that we look into the issue of the instrument that guides us, the Constitution. The last Constitution was done, the third edition, 1999. Most of the provisions therein have been overtaken by current activities, current ideas. So my recommendation and suggestion to your team and to the AGM is that we do have a revision of the Constitution, update it, that will take care of current affairs and project into the future and provide guidelines for those that will come after you and after us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's the last question. So we go back to what we said we'll do later. It's to have a 1-minute silence for all our great old boys who passed on very recently. They include Christopher Collade, 1946, Harold White, 1952, Omolunloyo, 1948, Toyi Ogunbode, 1950, Oluremi Atonda, 1952, Doyin Adelekun, 1962, and Abiodun Odude, 1971. May their great souls continue to rest in perfect peace. Thank you. Who moves for the adjournment of the meeting? Adiremi moves. No, we won't have another grey ass on. Adelu were seconds. Thank you.
Announcements, please. Breakfast will be served in the hall here. Especially if you are younger than 1965. If you are younger than 1965, just sit down at the back there.